The right to offend is not some pesky little part of freedom of speech that we have to put up with. It is the heart and soul and lungs of freedom of speech. It is the coursing lifeblood of human progress. It is the instigator of liberty and modernity and science and understanding. What a laughing stock today's student leaders are, that they can so casually dismiss the right to be offensive without realizing that their lovely, enlightened lives are the gift of individuals who gave offense. Offensiveness is not just something we have to begrudgingly accept. Offensiveness is the motor of human progress.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live again. Hopefully you can hear me this time. I'm Max N, sitting in for, of course, the legendary Sam Whitfield, who is on vacation, enjoying himself with his family, as I understand it, celebrating the release of his third book, which you can get your copy right now, The Dogs of War. I have the Fourth Estate here somewhere. I've been busy. With us, as always, though, so things aren't too different, is co-host also of the Whitfield Report, Morpheus.
Morpheus, sitting in for Morpheus.
Yeah, and
before you go, I've read all three of Sam's books now. All of them are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, they're better than you might think. I put up some Hulkamania, and Dave is somewhere up here, and Trump, and I made it a little more Max, since I'm sitting in for Sam, and of course then sitting in for me is my wife, Maxine. How are you tonight?
Hello, I'm doing pretty good. Actually, a little nervous to be on the show tonight.
Absolutely.
She's afraid of the Mort rant.
That's it. What else? What's we got the stock market seems to be having some wardrobe malfunctions or something.
Taking a fucking shit.
Yeah. Little blip in the machine. Little 12% blip in Japan's case.
And that's bad, right?
Yeah, that's 12% of the economy just went poof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the stock market, so it's like, yeah.
Well, it's more complicated than that, but that's basically the way to describe it when it's like it's not just one stock went down, it's like the value of the entire market went down by 12%.
Yeah, money go poof.
Shit.
Yeah, it's their worst crash since the 80s, particularly in Japan, and they still hadn't fully recovered from that one.
I'm sure that it's somehow Trump's fault.
Oh, I'm sure. Actually, no, like that's not the narrative. The Democrats have told me that it's actually the best economy ever. So that's good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we've been hearing that for a couple years now.
$5.
Grocery prices are tripled on average. They consider this to be the best economy ever. Gas prices are doubled.
Dude, when you seriously put two things in your fucking shopping cart and it's already over $20, please don't tell me that it's the best. It's fuck you.
Hey, at least we got the $15 foot longs. No?
It's the best economy for the fucking corpos.
Mm.
They call it a value meal. It's like $35.
Seriously.
Best economy ever, guys.
And they get paid $15 an hour just to forget your pickles, give you the wrong order, and then like piss in your milkshake. Like, well, if the machine, ice cream machine's working, which never is.
And
That
you just unraveled the entire conspiracy too. You see, they think the conspiracy is with the fixing of the broken machines, but the real conspiracy all along has been that they've been pissing in them machines, and that's what broke them.
I knew it.
That's the real, deep state shit right there. QAnon's got no idea about the pissing in the milkshake machines. They're missing out on this one. You could blow this thing wide open. It'll just be pictures of guys with their pants around their ankles standing above ice cream machines all over the place. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the memes would be fucking insane.
That'd be fucking glorious.
Some dude will one-up it, and he'll take a shit in one.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
There's always that guy.
Next thing you know, there'd be a legitimate story in the news of some guy just like walked in and took a shit in the milkshake machine. Everyone's just like, why?
I'd say don't be that guy, but that guy kind of makes life interesting. So
Trump supporter shit in the ice cream machine.
Yeah. Vast right-wing excrement conspiracy.
Oh. So that what the fuck is her name? Short hair Rachel Maddow on MSNBC.
I believe his pronouns are he, him.
Oh, okay. Well, he was on the show, and apparently, if you like Lord of the Rings, books, movies, whatever, you are an extreme right-winger, and you are dangerous.
And racist.
That too.
And sexist.
Well, she got one thing right. I am an extreme, but an extreme nerd.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of, like being like a sort of part of the nerdy world. I'm like, almost everybody I know likes Lord of the Rings, and some of them are
check it
like
out.
liberals.
Look what they're doing to all the other adult fantasy, right? They're wokeifying it. Like Dungeons and Dragons, the new edition removes race. Everybody's basically like a human. Basically, they're all humans because they all have the same stats. So you get to play dress up as a human now, and be like a fucking wolf or an. So it's for furries, and
tank fucking wheelchairs.
Yeah, like the wheelchair magical tanks and all this hairy fairy stuff that nobody ever gave a fuck about. But they've already done it.
I want to be an elf.
They've already gutted all this other stuff, right? They can't get at Lord of the Rings really without writing new shit, So which is what they did with the Amazon show. But for the most part, I was just
going to ask about that.
People just disregard stuff that they don't consider canon because if J.R.R. Tolkien didn't write it, it's kind of just not canon.
Hashtag facts.
So, some of it, better than others.
Obligatory fuck Watsky.
The Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War games, right? There's some like non-canon lore in those, but it's just whatever. It's part of the game. It's the Amazon one. It's going against the lore. They're making, black elves, which is just not a thing. There are dark-skinned elves but they're evil, and just black dwarves. There's just not black dwarves in Tolkien's lore, and there's reasons for that. And also female dwarves that don't have beards. Well, like You would be kicked out of society if you're a dwarf without a beard. I don't care if you're a female. That's how their society works, right? And so, like, what's really at odds with it there is not even that it's a black female dwarf, it's that it's a black female dwarf without a beard, and not only is that tolerated by dwarven society, but they made this person the queen.
Mm.
That doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense.
that show's got like mixed reviews.
Yeah, we basically
right?
have bearded dwarves in female dwarves in real life, and just not in the Amazon show.
Yeah, so of course they're like they can't change the core lore. Like I said, Dungeons and Dragons. As soon as the Stranger Things fans and the Critical Role fans got their hands on the official Dungeons and Dragons, it's literally the gayest thing ever now. I wouldn't be caught dead playing the new edition.
Eddie would be sad about that.
But the thing is, they can't stop us from making tabletop games, especially the old school rules, which are open source. So people can just take the old Dungeons and Dragons games, reword a couple things, and put it out, as long as they're not using official artwork, that's licensed or anything. And that's what the OSR is. So there's a whole movement of stuff to get away from this shit in D&D. It's tough with Lord of the Rings for them because the movies, not even the books, the movies are so fucking well received by people as being the portrayal of these books. Not the Hobbit films as much, but the Lord of the Rings trilogy is definitely perceived to be by people to be the perfect version of it, whether that's true or not. So
I know that my dad really thought that they did a good job with those movies and really liked them. We each had like multiple copies of each movie, so
yeah. And it was very appealing to a lot of people that had been into it before, and that means that it's hard for them to change your perception of that story and those characters with newer stuff. Yeah, but Morpheus, you had something to say there?
I'm just saying that those movies are so freaking good, and I think the only way they would even be able to attempt to rewrite Tolkien lore is to redo that trilogy.
Or disregard it entirely, right? Because that's what I mean. In people's minds, that's Frodo, that's Sam, that's... it was really, really hard to detach them from that physical portrayal, which if you're the kind of guy like me that prefers books to films, that can be kind of rough because a lot of young people, they saw the movies first. I obviously didn't. They came out when I was in high school. So I had read those books years and years before that. They were some of my favorites. And I always wondered why they didn't make The Hobbit first. And my logic on that is because The Hobbit is like a 90-minute film if you do it right. And then they made The Hobbit and they made it 3 fucking like 9-hour films. What the fuck? It's there and back again. It's not that long of a story.
Dad was one of the ones that liked the Hobbit movies because we watched those together. I think I might even have all of them too, but I think I definitely like the cartoon version of the Hobbit because we had a VHS of that and I used to watch it over
and a lot of people think that
again.
one's terrible. A lot of people like hate that version.
I liked it.
And it's whatever, like people have nostalgia for different things, but the point being, for almost everybody, the reference point is those 3 original Lord of the Rings films.
Mm-hmm.
And if you try and fuck with that too much, people will get mad. Just like, look what's happened with Star Wars. You could argue there's the people that are the first 3 Star Wars films and only those. I'm kind of in that camp. Yeah. There's people that really like the prequels. I understand why, but almost everybody that likes the prequels is significantly younger than me. So there's probably a reason for it.
I tolerate the prequels.
Star Wars. Oh, sorry, Mort.
Sorry about that, Maxine.
That's okay. I know that Penn is a big Star Wars fan, and like she likes Hayden Christensen, who's Darth Vader. Anakin Skywalker. Anakin. The fact that I couldn't remember his name, I should smack myself. But even she is like, when we talk about Star Wars, even she says, yeah, the original 3. We're not going to talk about the other ones. And I'm like, wow, and you like Anakin, and you're still like, nah, first original 3 are the best. And she just goes like, yeah, Disney fucked Star Wars up. And I'm like, you and Max will get along because he agrees.
See, Chibi tried to correct me with the dark-skinned elves being drow. That's in the Forgotten Realms in Dungeons and Dragons. That is not Tolkien. I forget their name. The dark-skinned elves that live north of Mordor in because they're part of fucking Sauron's army. They're like evil elves. The drow in D&D are different. They're also evil, though. It's there's this weird thing with dark-skinned elves being evil. That is a thing. Just seems to be, and goblins being greedy. You know, that's another one. And orcs being cannon fodder. But now D&D has said that orcs are very sensitive creatures, and we should get to understand them. And it used to be that if you tried to do that. My wife actually found this out in our campaign. If you tried to do that back in the day, the orcs would try and butcher you.
Yes, it was very bad. It was not a good experience.
Now, apparently, all you got to do is have therapy with the monsters. That's the new D&D.
Wait, so orcs are oversensitive. They're grouchy. If you talk to them, they'll bite your head off. They're women?
No, they saw the traits of them being. They saw the traits of them being like aggressive and violent, and decided that meant they were black. Which, look, if you
go figure, watch these fucking races.
If you see a fantasy race that's violent and savage, and you think to yourself, "That's black people,"
you're the racist.
I have some news for you. You are the racist, because I looked at orcs and I saw orcs.
I can divorce myself from real world and fantasy.
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, they're not real. Penn does this all the time when we talk about stuff like this. Fantasy world, not real. Don't get butthurt over it. Like,
right.
It's an orc.
The thing is, though, the D&D thing is what really bothers a lot of the old school guys, and I feel like I can speak for them because I know most of them now. The last like 2 or 3 years, I've been kind of deeply embedded in the OSR community. Is like there's rules that we used to govern things by, right? And they think that the rules hurt their fucking sissy feelings. And so they've changed the rules to, like, 5th edition was already bad enough. Like, I know I introduced you to 5th edition. I know I could introduce a lot of people to it. And a lot of new players really enjoy it. But from a perspective of an old player, it's impossible to fucking die. And it makes you a superhero at level 1. That's not the game that I grew up with.
Is that the only reason why we didn't die? And why I didn't die when I pissed off the orcs?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I tailored the things so that you stood a chance, but I didn't, like, let you win, right? Mm-hmm. But in 5th edition, you have to basically get knocked to 0 health. Then you're, like, laying on the ground unconscious. Then you roll, and you basically can roll forever before you actually die. You have to fail to roll 3 fucking times.
Edition.
Yeah, it's so almost impossible for you to die that they say that it adds impact to it. But in the old days, man, it's just like sometimes you touch a trap and then you were dead. Your level 8 character that you played for the last 6 months, he just got vaporized. Hope you got another character sheet on you.
Oh, dear Lord, dip in the chat.
That's how the game is.
I know I've said this in the past, but Deep Mortlore, the Morpheus name.
Oh, no, hold on, Dip. Orcs are definitely British, though. 100%. Like, Warhammer Orcs is just right. Isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so 5th edition was already for pussies, and now 6th edition is for, like, mega pussies.
Fucking babies.
So there's no race. They call it ancestry. It has no statistical.
Calling it ancestry though, for me sounds so incestuary, like incest. Like that just sounds wrong to me. Is it just
I don't
me?
think normal people think of that when they hear the term ancestry. I think that's a you problem. But
Maybe
it is.
it is a me problem. But when it, because I'm thinking of it as in turns to the game, to me it just sounds.
Well, ancestors. I get what they're good, but they still mean race. They still mean ethnicity. They still mean race, right? But then they don't, because they took away any statistical differences between any of them and any special powers. So all of them they play the same in what they're not calling 6th edition. They're calling it D&D 2024. They're really focused on the online market. They basically, people like me, they're like, fuck you. I'm glad I got the 5th edition starter pack because I really like it and I like the adventure in it. But that's probably the last official D&D product I ever buy.
So they're basically just trying to replace words like they were doing with chest feeder.
No, they're trying to replace the entire
and...
fucking player base.
Yes, but he's more on the nose, like the entire player experience, how things work. Basically, everybody gets to be special. Everybody gets to cater to them. It's especially catered towards people that do the sex stuff, right? Which they haven't previously been catering to those people. But, you know, the thing is, I've mentioned before, like the LGBT or the wokes or whatever, they push for these things to get put into stuff, right? And usually they don't actually consume the product. So, like, they went and they push it for it in, like, video games. They don't play the video games. They push for it in comic books. They don't read the comic books. They sometimes watch the films, okay? But for some reason, the one that actually sticks with those woke people was D&D, and they're not letting that shit go. They control that company from the top down. The main guy said he wants white men to quit.
Jeez.
Okay, for you first, fucker, which he since had.
No, I did. I quit D&D. If I was thinking about this, I want to start a campaign, but everybody knows it as D&D. But I actually want to do something with the it's called Old School Essentials. It's a 2nd edition variation, and I even have this cool campaign that has this style of like kind of like 80s acid metal that looks fucking dope. It's like the lair of the blood necromancer or some shit like that.
Do you have the cyberpunk materials there, Max?
I haven't fucked with Cyberpunk, the newest one. Was it Red?
Right. No, I'm talking back in the 80s material.
I did the 90s one, which I think was 2020.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I was like the 2nd edition. I did the Vampire the Masquerade for a while.
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit dorky, you know, but
yeah,
like
I'm a bit dorky. So
but if everybody there is a dork, then it's fun. The problem is here's the problem. Vampire bros, because there's probably some out there somewhere, right? Y'all need to learn to wear deodorant. Let's have a serious chat right now, gentlemen. You're not a cool vampire. You're pretending to be one. You could at least not smell.
Y'all stink.
You should not smell like garlic.
Yeah. Like there shouldn't be any garlic stinking. Anyway, yeah, vampire is cool, but like some of those guys' social skills are just a little lacking.
Off.
And God forbid if there's a girl there, her social skills are going to be lacking.
Oh dear Lord.
Still a fun game.
Personal Mort shot. Mort's a little lacking, but if you're lacking more than me, you got a fucking problem.
There you go. They woke up my vampire too, and that shit was like the most base lore ever. It was like God cursed Cain, and Cain birthed the fucking different what is it, the antecedents, and the antecedents birthed the different clans. My favorite's the Malkavians, because they're schizophrenic and they have hallucinations, but the hallucinations contain actual prophecy that's true, but they don't know what's real. It's fun to play Malkavian, put it that way. You play a schizo vampire. in a world full of conspiracies. I believe one playthrough I had a fucking radio show.
That's hilarious,
Oh my
dude.
god.
This is the best cover if you're a schizo vampire, though, right? You just...
Absolutely.
Jesus.
Schizo vampire Rush Limbaugh.
That's right. Yeah, if you're gonna be a schizo in that world, you should just be the Alex Jones vampire, right?
I can't
Anyway,
agree with you
they woke
sometimes.
that shit. They woke it up, and now it's pretty lame. They specifically said if you're a right winger, you vote in the manual, by the way, for 5th edition Vampire. Don't play 5th edition Vampire because it says that if you voted for Trump or you considered voting for Trump, don't play our game. You're a Nazi. So go pirate 3rd edition if you want to play Vampire. 3rd edition's pretty dope. This is the thing about these tabletop games, that they can't actually take them away from us because the shit was written down decades ago.
Facts.
You know, the lore for Vampire, like 1st through 3rd edition, is so fucking vast. There's so many books you could never even collect them all. Guys, know that the Vampire had like all these spin-off games, right? Like Mage, where you were
Definitely. It
wizards.
was great.
Not me. Yeah.
There was Mage, where you're a wizard, like in the modern day, but you can't let people know you have magic. There was Werewolf, and the werewolves are kind of like eco warriors, but they're cursed or whatever. And then there was Wraith, where you're a ghost living in like the afterlife, which is not good. And you're trying to like it's cool because there's a tether for you to like your life before you died, and you have to come back in the world and kind of protect whatever that is. It's usually an item that you cared about or something, a teddy bear, who fucking knows. And so you have to like manipulate things in the regular world and then go over to the dead world where there's this big army between dead people that are like Romans and like the devil, and you're fighting in it. It's like World War I. And then you come back to Earth and you're trying to not let people get your teddy bear. It was a fun game, but nobody wanted to play it because it's so depressing because you're dead and the afterlife sucks.
Jesus Christ.
But it is a silly, like the lore is crazy, you know? Like being dead is terrible.
Hey, Dip, if you're serious about the Warhammer stuff, if you got an article for me for tomorrow's show, shoot me in DM and I'll cover it there.
I mean, he just wants to talk about Warhammer generally because he's a nerd for Warhammer. That's why I'm particularly talking about other tabletop games that are not Warhammer, just to be a dick.
I figured Dip was talking about some sort of actual story that was relevant.
Yeah, no. Why would that happen?
So Dip's just being Dip then, okay.
Warhammer, the thing about Warhammer, I mean, Warhammer Fantasy makes a really good role-playing game, but Warhammer 40K is a terrible role-playing game. Because you're not, like, I mean, I guess you can break rules with Rogue Trader and be a bunch of different races, but that would still not go over well most places. And so realistically, everybody's going to be playing the same faction and the same type of people, and that's lame in a role-playing game. Unless you're obsessed with 40K lore and really want to act it out and jerk off on your fake power armor you made out of cardboard, then maybe that might be for you. But for me, for my money, the only Warhammer role-playing that's worth it is fucking fantasy. Warhammer Fantasy is an awesome universe because it is so goddamn dark and bleak and horrible. It's really fun to be a dungeon master for.
A lot of the reason why I say fuck WotC is because of their fucking universe that's beyond shit and fucking magic.
I don't know. They're in a race for which one they fucked up worse at this point, and I think D&D's pulled ahead.
Oh, D&D's definitely pulled ahead, but it was definitely magic for a while.
Oh man, some of the sets they were putting out, right, that were like exclusive $1,000. Oh my god, they're the ones that called the Pinkerton agents on it, dude.
I'm still pissed at fucking Magic 30. That was a goddamn travesty.
I don't know, man. Any asshole can make a card game too. That's the thing, and there's plenty of other competitors. You figure if they keep fucking their players, they'd eventually give it up. But then you say that about like Madden too, and it doesn't seem to. Or FIFA. FIFA's the worst one.
Speaking of that, I'm actually looking for a new card game to jump to because right now I'm not playing anything digital or physical.
I haven't played physical card games since 8th grade. I sold all that Magic. I was like, I realized I couldn't compete without the new sets, and I was
Right.
like, this is a scam. And I sold all of them to my bro for like $100.
The only card games I have is I have Cards Against Humanity, and then I think it's What's That Meme or something like that.
Yeah, because that's the thing is on occasion we play like board games with other adults that aren't Magic or like nerdy shit. Look, man, I ain't getting normal people to play no fucking Warhammer, okay?
No.
Yeah.
We might get them to play around the Quiplash, and everybody has some fun. But like, yeah, you gotta hang the nerdy shit up. It's funny because one of the people that we used to play these kind of games with, he didn't get that memo, right? And he would be like, no, man, this game's for stupid people. It's like a party and we're all having drinks and playing Quiplash, right? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm too cool for that. And he sat there playing Mario Kart.
That's hilarious.
He's too cool for Quiplash at a party with other adults, just having fun with a word game. But you got to play that Mario Kart. That shit's fresh.
Yeah, I don't play Magic anymore, but I have a couple of sealed boxes that I've been gifted that I'm keeping, obviously. But other than that, I don't touch the product anymore.
And hey, don't get me wrong, Mario Kart is fucking awesome. It's just, it was like a party with other adults. And the point of the party was to play like games. Some people are fucking sticking.
And not play with yourself?
Yeah, imagine that. Like, play with other human beings. And yeah, he did the nerdy. Don't be that guy. Yeah, that's too nerdy to have fun with a bunch of friends.
We were playing the Jackbox, fucking goddamn it. All like the Jackbox games and Drawful and that one where we did the movie clips and there were a lot of fun games and it was hilarious because a lot of us, including me, we would do like inappropriate things, especially during Drawful.
Yeah, that's the whole point, right?
Fun. We're sitting there drinking and this asshole's over here playing fucking Mario Kart and I'm like, how the fuck are you too cool for this shit, but you're playing a game for a 5-year-old? I mean, granted, like Max said, it is a fun game and everything, but when you're playing those other games with other adults...
Yeah, I've always made a point. Like she'll tell you, my wife will tell you, I would get people come over literally just to play Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I would beg motherfuckers to come over and play Guitar Hero because that shit was my jam.
Parties. And I loved it too. I would sing the songs, you'd either do the guitar or the drums, and it was fun. We had people.
Gaming used to be social. Imagine that.
Yeah, if you can out nerd and under social more, that's a problem.
Yeah. So it's tough. I think you could maybe get a group of adult men together to do something Warhammer adjacent fairly easily, which would be Blood Bowl. If they're down for like a board game at all, Blood Bowl would be an easy Warhammer because it is a Warhammer game, but it's basically fantasy football, right? And they'd get their one team, so it's not as expensive as Warhammer either. That's why a lot of people like it. And it's kind of a beer and pretzels game. You just roll some dice, and basically the game's rigged against everybody, so nobody cares who wins kind of deal. Other than that, or Kill Team, I guess, because they're small scale. You only need a couple miniatures. But, that's the problem. Warhammer is a huge investment for people. Those figurines are expensive. We have a friend... My wife's friend, actually, that he paints them for other people, and that's basically what funds his whole life.
I was gonna say he probably fucking makes bank off that shit.
It funded his cancer. He had leukemia. And while he had leukemia, that's when he started learning to paint them. He had a lot of time, and he made so much money. That's how he paid for most of his treatment.
Yeah,
Sucks
he
that
actually
he had cancer, but that's awesome. He paid for it that way.
He's in remission,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, he
So
is. He's doing good
That's
right now.
awesome.
He has like a friend or something that worked at one of the stores. And so yeah, he would literally just be sitting in his apartment painting the figurines, making good money. And it was good because for him, like he kind of like isolated himself because leukemia kind of kicked his ass and he wasn't really
this
feeling
is a
like
meds.
himself.
He was in when I stayed with this guy for a short time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was in remission, but the meds for leukemia, even when you're in
They were
remission,
harsh.
take a fucking toll. And he was just wiped out by 2 p.m.
Yeah.
But
he
with the painting, he could do it at his own time, even if it was 2 a.m.
mm-hmm.
Whenever
And
he felt up to it.
It got him out of his apartment because he started going to the store and he actually started going and playing Magic and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
it
it's funny because he has all these armies from like extra shit he painted or just people gave him it, and he had all the Warhammer stuff, and that's what he planned to play at the store, and he just got into Magic instead.
Yeah.
So he had to buy all this Magic shit that he didn't have before. Yeah, he's a good dude. It sucks though, because I'm sure he feels the same way as Mort about Magic, because even the thing about Magic today is it's not even a woke issue as much as it is as they're screwing paying customers in the ass.
Facts.
Blatantly. And if you don't like it, if you complain about it, you might have a Pinkerton agent at your house to threaten you.
Dear Lord.
Yeah. So, I mean, doesn't really matter what side of politics you're on, too, because a lot of lefties are equally as mad at Wizards on the Magic side of it, but they love the D&D part. So we kind of don't have any help from them. We just have to give up Dungeons and Dragons, the brand.
I mean, if you really just want to play a game where you can deal with dragons and witches and wizards and everything, I mean, you could always just go with Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, it's pretty fucking awesome. Pissed off a lot of liberals. Of course, we have it, and I've played the crap out of it. It's a fun game.
Fair, but it's not a tabletop game. The thing is, there are a lot of great tabletop alternatives now, and in every genre, there's even like superhero stuff, fantasy, science fiction, cyberpunk, but
I think they've actually made like Stranger Things tabletop version games.
They
too.
did make it's a Stranger Things official Dungeons and Dragons starter set, which I considered getting because you might like it, except for the fact that the one that I got is like the premium starter adventure, and that one is like the lowest tier.
Ew.
That one you could finish in like 3 hours. But the cool part I think about the premise of it is they made it as if it was written by Eddie, the adventure.
No.
Yeah, but it's only like 4 pages long.
I don't care. It was written by Eddie.
Well, I don't know. It's like $10 on Amazon or something. You'll find it.
Dude. Few hours you could get a campaign.
I'm pretty sure it's a very short adventure. It's an intro. It's like from level 1 to 3 or something like that.
All right. What if I told you that I'll have a talk with the girls and we can try and see if maybe one of the episodes of The Sandwich Makers, that's what we do.
Yeah. Well,
I'll definitely talk to Penn and Chibi about it later.
Yeah. Well, if you guys do that, we should. If I could, the one I would like to do is right before Halloween. I'd love to run a Raven's Loft campaign. That would be fun. Basically, that's D&D Dracula.
I think you told me actually just recently found Raven's Loft YouTube channel, and it's pretty fucking interesting.
Yeah, Ravensloft was the shit in second edition. It was like everybody was into it. And the main adventure of Von Strahd. Von Strahd is like terrifying villain, depending on the dungeon master, of course. But even without, like, even if the dungeon master kind of sucks, like the writing's really good, and it's basically you get locked in Dracula's castle, and he's Dracula, and it's a great adventure to run right before Halloween, and it's fairly short. I'd love to run that one. Run it in second edition too, the way it was meant to be run, where people will die.
I'll talk to them about that too. See if maybe we can do it as sort of like a Halloween special for the show.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do a campaign, so something or other would be fun. But God, what else is going on in the news? Sam's not here to keep us on track, as if we don't talk over him.
Kamala did a new accent.
That's true. New Kamala accent dropped. Now she's from downtown Detroit, as opposed to being from Atlanta last week and California the week before. It's quite impressive.
So some of the stuff that comes out of this woman's mouth,
Well, you got to be more woke.
Cackle.
We have to be woke.
No.
You got to be more woke. It doesn't matter if you're woke or woker. You just got to be more woke. I'm sure that's a great fucking soundbite for a 2024 presidential campaign, right? Kamala Harris, you got to be more woke.
If there are any lefties that actually listen to the show, I got a question for you. Why is it okay for fucking Kamala Harris to have Megan the fucking Stallion at a goddamn rally, but you shit all over Donald Trump and fucking Aiden Ross?
Well, they to be fair, they shit all over my man Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that too.
And they shit all over my boy Kid Rock. And they banned my actual boy Fagajo Blow and his fucking music all from off the internet for doing that Trump Baby remix. You can't even get him. You can't get his music on YouTube, Spotify, or Amazon anymore. I'm kind of disappointed in Spotify.
And Yas Krasenstein, that question is for fucking you, assholes.
I actually might have an answer. It's not one that a liberal would give, but it's one that I've seen that they've actually been using. And it's okay for that because they were then able to use the footage of all the people there and twisting it all around that they were all there to see Kamala, and not a lot of them are mentioning the whole free concert for Megan, whatever.
Bro, you gave people a free concert of like a top 10 and free food. They're going to show in Atlanta. They're going to show up.
Yep.
And now they're using that footage like they were all there for Kamala. No, they weren't. They were there for the free food and the concert, you retards. People aren't as stupid as you think.
Well, here's my
all see through it.
It's a real simple take, right? They're trying to puff her up and say that she's winning. And they've also tried to puff him up and say that he's winning. In both cases, what they're trying to do is demoralize voters into not voting. Either you feel comfy that, oh, well, Trump's going to win anyway, or you feel, oh, what's the point? She's going to win. They're going to screw us. The point is, whatever they fucking tell you, get out there and vote.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We actually have to get out there and vote. Get people you know who are Trump supporters. Make sure that they're going to vote. Like, that's what you have to do. We have to get out the actual vote. Fuck them telling you she's winning. Fuck them telling you she's losing. It doesn't really matter because what matters is on the day that the fucking ballots get counted. Because I was going to say we cast them, but that's not what matters anymore.
No,
we just got to make sure there's too many of them to fucking print. They can't print enough.
What matters
go out
is
again, like Max just said, go out and fucking vote to the point where they can't fucking cheat enough ballots.
Yeah, that's the point. You got to do exactly the opposite of what they're saying. You can't let yourself fall into trap that they're setting, that they're expecting us all to fall in.
That's
Go
why.
out
That's
and
why you
vote.
see them saying both in such a short period of time too. Oh, she's losing. She stands no chance. Then the next week, oh, she's gonna crush. They're trying to demoralize two different groups of people. One of which is susceptible to one message, one of which is susceptible to the other message. Either way, they're trying to demoralize people who are either undecided or black-pilled. That they think everything's so bad that there's nothing can be done. I'm telling you right now, you got to get out there and vote. You want to cry afterwards about how it didn't matter? Then we can have that conversation. But if you don't get out there and vote, it's going to be a lot worse.
Facts.
We can't
Like,
just take their word for it. We can't just pretend, oh, it's going to win. We're going to win. Look, everybody's got Trump shirts on. That means something. Not really. Trump's big rallies don't necessarily mean anything if those people don't show up.
Now, I know that we don't typically get political on our show. You know, we like to steer from that. But I do have very strong political views and beliefs. And yeah, this is one of the most important elections. You need to go out there and vote. And for me, it's voting for Trump. I feel like he's honestly the best thing and what this country really truly needs, because we have been fucked over so fucking bad the past 4 years by such a corrupt government.
What happened before that, though?
Everything was good.
Those were for us personally, those were like the best years of our life.
Yeah.
I'm up here in upstate New York, and Trump's 4 years was some of the best years in this community, to the point where shit was coming back.
There was money.
Yeah,
Shit was affordable. I had excess money to some degree. We could spend a little more on groceries. We could, like, we weren't fretting about the electric bill coming every month, and the cable bill or the internet bill was like more affordable. And then all of a sudden, none of that shit's affordable, and especially food. Man, has food hit so hard, and everybody I get so sick and tired of Democrats on TV telling me that I shouldn't feel like that and that it's the best economy ever. But bro, if your tummy is hungry, it's not a great economy.
Dude, the fact that Biden sat there and said, "Look, people have the money, they just don't want to spend." Fuck you, you old ass geezer. You don't gotta worry about it. You're out there talking about all the ice creams you and fucking Nancy Pelosi are, hoarding in your little freezer so you can num. Fuck you, motherfucker. Because I'm struggling to make sure that our son is fed, we're fed. Me and Max are going days sometimes without eating food, having one meal a day, because we're like, hey, food's really short this month because everything is way more fucking expensive, and jump at the drop of a hat when you're not expecting it. Like, fuck you for telling me I have the money and I'm just not willing to spend it.
Yeah, we got that
You're
money.
an asshole.
We just, you know what? We like being hungry.
Yeah, I love it. It's wonderful.
And Kami, Kamala, how about, since you love fucking equity so fucking much, how about you and your fucking pieces of shit come down to our fucking level, lower middle class or fucking lower, you fucking, excuse my language, Maxine, but fucking cunt.
There was that Mort rant for the evening. No, it's tough out here. And the thing is like, this is all middle class, like people that were under Trump middle class, all of us, are now talking like not so much, and worrying about things like food, electricity, necessities, bills, rent, fucking transportation, childcare. These are like all across the board. Those are the things that went up the most. I'm sure that stock taxes and options probably didn't, have as big of a fucking jump. And this is the thing. Democrats will promise you the moon that they're going to tax the rich, but they're actually going to tax the poor. And that's what you're seeing. That's what this inflation is. It's a tax on the poor. And now it's the poor has gone to the point where the economy is so bad, the poor is the middle class. And now we have a stock market crash that's probably going to make the upper middle class feel pretty fucking poor soon too. And if you really think that 4 more years of the same administration, whether it's Joe or Kamala at the helm of it, is going to fix this problem, then I hate you. And I wish that you would leave this country and never vote again.
Oh, and if you think this fucking illegal immigrant problem isn't the fucking problem, guess who it fucking affects the goddamn most? Oh, wait, the fucking poor of any color.
That's the thing. Like, I predicted 2 years ago for this election. I predicted 4 years ago for that election, and 4 years before that Trump would do all right with the black vote, as opposed to traditional Republican candidates. And despite people might laugh at the numbers, but it's true. So Mitt Romney did, I think it was 8%. And Trump in 2016, which was his worst performance in the black community in vote totals, he did 10%. So that's higher than the last guy, and it was higher than John McCain, which was even lower than Romney's. Bush, I think, was lower than that. So, like, it had been a long time since a Republican had picked up double digits in the black community, and he did that in 2016. And think about the difference now in their attitudes towards him from then. In 2020, that number improved to 16%, which is now you're pushing into territory where that is swaying entire electorates in some cases.
Yeah, I think what the number is, what, 20-25%. If Republican candidates can get something like that, the Democrats are fucked.
Yes, if only 20% of the black community started voting Republican consistently, a Democrat could never win again. Actually.
I wish that they would, because you know that I'm on.
Give it one shot, man. What do you got to lose? Like, I know living in the city, like, they might say they like Kamala, but I know living in the city ain't great right now.
Mm-mm.
You know, whatever.
You see it on TikTok.
I think it's going to be higher than 16%. Is all. I'm sorry, that was what I was trying to say. I think it's going to be looking more like 20%, because I've seen personally people of different ethnicities, black, Hispanic, and Asian, that I know personally that have kind of come around to, like, it's not even that they care about Trump. They hate Joe Biden. They hate this administration, and they hate the economy. And it's the economy, stupid. That's like the most basic political advice in the world, right? I don't know. Am I here? Am I on? Is this thing on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, he wants to put them back in. I mean, Joe does definitely wish that he could have put them back in chains. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the chance now. For him,
he wants them back on the plantation.
Well, he put more black people back in chains than any one single guy with the crime bill.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even really
Kamala.
Well, Kamala, I mean, like, Kamala did her part, don't get me wrong, but I mean, we're talking thousands versus millions.
Facts.
Either way, they both love to lock young black men up. So that's a thing. I guess that's woke, right? I guess I'm a racist because I don't want to lock up that many young black men for, like, possession. I don't know.
And
Seems
that's
like
the fucking thing that pisses me the fuck off about these goddamn lefties. Trump is racist. Trump is racist. 94 Joe Biden's 94 fucking crime bill. Why the fuck don't you assholes care about that at all?
Oh, okay. I can't remember his name. The black guy that's on. I think he's on the Supreme Court.
Clarence Thomas.
I think that's him. I know that I saw a clip of someone posted it on TikTok, and it was like, oh, people say that he's a racist, and they kept announcing, like, Ted Cruz and all these guys, and they mentioned his name, and I just can't remember. This black guy standing there, and Trump was the only one. After he was announced, he just stood right next to the guy.
That's Dr. Ben Carson.
That's Ben. Yes, he refused to go past him until they said his name. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, but he's so racist though. He was
No,
the only one that like showed the man respect.
he's good friends with Dr. Carson, and actually, Dr. Carson worked on the Federal Housing Authority under Trump. And I had said previously on Sam's show that I think that Dr. Carson would have made a good VP pick, but obviously they went with JD Vance instead. Yeah, Dr. Carson's a actual neurosurgeon, and he's a smart guy. And when he talks about economics, he does talk about coming up from the hood himself, basically. He's one of those that he actually made something of himself, became a neurosurgeon, and so a lot of his messaging is like, don't let them trick you into thinking that the white man is holding you down. Is a lot of his message.
Yeah, it's crazy. I see people pointing that example out all the time of, don't you get it? They're saying like, oh, you poor insert minority here, insert women, insert trans, insert whatever fucking thing you want. Oh, you can't do it without the white man. You can't succeed. Black people can't be successful. We need to help them. And it's like, I'm sitting there going, excuse me? Do you have any idea how fucking nasty and racist that is, that you're saying that they can't do it without you? That's so fucked up. And I am surprised that not more people question that or can see that.
Yeah. It's interesting, another one that I saw recently was Judge Joe Brown. You might know him.
I saw a recent clip too. That was great.
Yeah, he had a TV show for a while. Former boxer, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why he got the show.
I used to watch it all the time, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was well known in both. He acted a little bit too. Anyway, he's been friends with Trump for a very long time, so he had some things to say. And he said that Trump was one of the few people that would hire a young, ambitious black man in those days, and actually, treat them equally and promote them within his company. And that guy, I believe he said it got his dad an opportunity with Trump. But yeah, and Mike Tyson's been friends with Trump since the 80s, right? They booked most of their fights at Trump Plaza. You could say he's a racist, I guess. I don't think that's even an effective attack anymore. I don't think anybody fucking cares. Because I think most people who aren't the ones screaming racist are usually the ones standing next to like a black guy and a Hispanic guy looking confused, right? That's like they've run out of real racists to run off. Those guys actually just like wear Nazi flags now, so they're easy to spot. So all they're left with is normal people, and the normal people are standing there confused as to why you would call them a racist when like they have like black, Hispanic, Asian, and every other thing in their family and their friend group, and they grew up with them. That's like normal for a lot of people.
It's so funny. I remember, oh my God, old woman. She was definitely racist. And I don't know, she made some kind of derogatory comment towards my mom, and it had something to do with race or something. And my mom just like flipped out, and she was just kind of like, fuck you. My nephew is mixed and I don't have any issue with it. Like she like went off because like this is like, as in far in my family, this is like one of my most loved and favorite cousins of all time. Like you can't fuck with this dude. Like even
full disclosure. He is our son's godfather.
He calls himself an Oreo openly.
He's a really good kid. And he was the best one for that position, if that tells you what I think of him. So yeah, people being nasty about him, he just lets it roll off his back. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh, he's so good.
He got suspended from school because there was Throwback Thursday, and he dressed up like a stereotypical slave and did a slave accent.
Bro, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
that's why he's my favorite cousin, dude.
And then he refused to apologize. I was like, you know what? Yeah,
He didn't even get in trouble.
no,
My aunt and uncle didn't even.
he'd be cool with this show, like politically,
Mhm.
like the kid's a young libertarian type, put it that way, and he loves guns. He's a big gun
Yeah.
guy.
He took my mom to the shooting range. I
Mhm.
was like,
He wants
what?
to.
She's
He
like,
wants to be.
yeah, he took me. I'm like, holy shit.
He's studying to become like a gunsmith, which that's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to be racist when your literal family are people of other races and shit.
Mhm.
And again, that's why when the left crazies come screaming at these normal folks, like, "Oh, you're a racist because you liked a Dave Chappelle joke from 20 years ago," right? They're just like, everybody laughed at those. Did you
Mhm.
not get it? What are you, stupid? Like, normal people don't have the reaction they want. They want the react. That's the funny part is right-wing people, when they were getting accused of being racist, were like, oh no, oh my God, don't call me a racist. Normal people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that fucking pisses me off is the fucking Republicans are fucking pansy asses with no goddamn fucking spine.
Right. Like, okay, I get it at first. Maybe you think they're acting in good faith. And they're calling you a racist because you're actually doing something racist. And so you look into your soul, and you think, am I actually? But when the answer comes back that actually, no, it's just some microaggression bullshit that they made up, go goddamn spot. Don't just take the loss and say you're a fucking, like, the thing is, when you fucking apologize to these people, it doesn't do what you think it does. It's an admission.
You're dead to rights.
That is just you confessing your sins.
Yeah.
But they
you
don't
say
have
that.
redemption. There is no redemption in their religion.
No, you apologize, and all you get is, yeah, we knew it. You're horrible. You get more and more. They dig more and more into your past, throw you under the bus more and more.
Well, you have to suffer
apologize.
for your sins, and
Yeah.
the only way out of it is basically you're suffering until you die.
Yeah, I've had friends or
I
people
might
I've known
prefer
on
the
social
answer of
media.
it being Jesus that gets you out of it, but hey, whatever.
I've told people that I know on social media that have obviously less scale issues of stuff, but like, oh, someone's accusing me of this or some of that, and I always say to them every single time, don't apologize. Oh, but I feel no, you didn't do anything wrong. Their feelings got hurt because you posted something that they didn't like because they're a little ass pussy. You don't apologize. You say, okay, fuck you, don't follow
Change
me,
the
don't
channel.
watch my shit, swipe up. There's a little button you can click that says not interested. You'll never see my face again, but comment on my shit, and guess what, bitch? You're gonna keep
I
seeing
feel
more
like
of me.
we need to bring
Don't
back
give a
that
fuck.
meme though of change the channel, because it's like
Yeah.
everything you said to try and get that across to Zoomers just now, which I appreciate. It's not as effective, right? Because change the channel really did express a thing, and that's what I've been trying. The shadow banning on Twitter. I recently put out a statement for Right to Offend Media that we don't support shadow banning, because back in the day, if there was something on the TV, on the channel that you're watching that offended you, you just changed the fucking channel. Now they say ban the channel. Well, that's not how it fucking works. What if I wanted to watch the surgery channel?
So stupid. It's like if a TikTok channel has a huge subscriber fan, obviously there are people that are interested in watching that. Just
Right.
because you're offended because you don't like the dad joke or you don't like the prank, swipe up, bitch. Go to another channel.
You don't have to hear what I have to say, but you can't take my right to speak it. And then this is important that a lot of people miss in the whole thing. You also shouldn't be able to take people's right to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
That's and that comes from like years of talking with Iron Man, even though he doesn't come around no more because they said I'm a sellout. I still got to give him the shout out because that's a true thing. Like, he was always saying, getting cut off from content. He likes edgy content creators, right? Because he's an edgy guy. That's kind of why I like Iron Man. It's also why he can't be on the show, which is why he says we're sellouts. Fair, okay, maybe so. But we can't have you saying the N-word. but he doesn't mean it. He just likes edgy shit. And then his edgy creators get taken away from him. And I can totally relate, because if you like watching these edgy creators, no matter what they are, and then somebody took it away because their pussy ass is fucking feeling some vaginal dryness, right? You are now stuck without being able to see the content that you like to see. And so he tried for years to get somebody to work on a solution to it. And there's sort of a half solution that a friend of ours developed. I believe it went by Follow. I think now it goes by something else. And it was good, but it didn't catch on, and it's not exactly it. But like the idea being that you should be able to follow a content creator, and it would serve the content to you, even if they get banned on all the platforms, because they, like wherever they're still posting, it'll just serve you that content. He wanted something that would do that because all his favorite people were getting banned. And he pointed out very rightly, but doesn't he have a right to listen to it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's edgy jokes, or and YouTube's gotten so fucking anal. You guys are actually, this is a good chance to even talk about, but you guys are going to do a true crime themed podcast this week, right?
Yep.
You can't even talk about that on YouTube anymore.
Mm-mm.
I watched some of them. There's some that are actually brave. I'll give it up for the Casual Criminalist, actually, which is Simon Whistler, I believe. He has a bunch of YouTube channels, but his true crime podcast is all done by advertisers and Patreon, so he doesn't actually give a fuck if he says killed or suicide or anything like that. But normal YouTubers, they're terrified to say those words. You notice I just said, oh no, I said the dreaded demonetization words. Guys, we're on Rumble, right? And
yeah.
Here on Rumble, instead of that, let's go. Instead of that, we will say that it's time to say goodbye to Starbucks and say hello to Rumble 1775 coffee. Unlike other brands, this is a coffee that backs free speech, just like we were talking about, and is unapologetic about it, which is based. Visit 1775coffee.com and use the promo code Studio40 to get 40% off on any coffee subscription. The coffee comes in medium and dark roast. I do like a good medium roast myself. It also comes in pea berry, which I hadn't heard of, but sounds interesting, which is similar to Kona coffee. In other words, this stuff is premium. Click the link in the live chat or the description. You can also go directly to 1775coffee.com and use the promo code Studio40 to get 40% off today. And there you go. That's, it seems a little more based when our ads are saying that we can talk about some stuff. Like I said, those filthy demonetization words like murder, stabbed. Oh my God, these are horrible things. Suicide, prostitute, right? That one you can't say. And then they said you have to say sex worker, and then they banned that.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, there has to be a word for these people. Like, the thing is I've always had a problem with, and God, we got to get our schedules together to get Sick on here to talk about his mom's case. But I've always pointed out in cases like hers that these prostitutes, these street workers, these sex workers, whatever the words you want to use are, they fall through the fucking cracks in the system because the cops don't give a shit. And not all of them are even sex workers. Some of them are just, they're caught up in drug life, runaways, or anything else. And these are the victims. We were talking just the other week with author and former NYPD Andrew G. Nelson, and I brought up a statistic, and I think it's important to drive home again. Half of murders in this country go unsolved. You really got to let that sink in 2024. That is still true. That means if your loved one is murdered, there's only a 50% chance they'll ever catch the motherfucker. That's disheartening. And then to know that maybe if your loved one was of a certain profession, that they don't seem to matter to police is insane to me. And so that's erasing their identity in a way. That's erasing who they are. And not only that, erasing what happened to them. But what YouTube is doing by changing, what do you call these women now. You can't. So they're erased too. You know, it's
Maybe they could.
insane.
Maybe they could call them pleasure princesses.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Sex worker even puts it in a positive light, and they still say
Yeah.
that's bad. And it's like, okay, but you're identifying that part of the reason is that this is a high risk profession, and also time and time again when they catch motherfuckers alive that kill prostitutes, they tell you why they did it. Not the part about killing, because they all have their own special little fucking psychosis on that. But the reason they pick prostitutes is pretty fucking simple, because nobody misses them. And especially once they get away with it with one or two, that's where they think, hey, this is the way to do it. That's why some of them, oh my God, what is the guy that had like 91 and they were all prostitute? He's just strangled prostitutes. Black guy he got caught in Los Angeles when he was old. Anyway, like,
Yeah, I can't remember.
he literally left bodies in a field because he thought he was going to get caught, and then he didn't. So he just kept doing it all over the fucking country every couple fucking weeks for years, like decades. And it's because nobody gave a fuck because of what these women did for a living. And I just think maybe using a not as harsh term for them. I don't think prostitute is a harsh term, though. I think it just describes what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
I think people need to stop being so fucking sensitive over words, because the more that you react to it, the more that you put like energy and power into it by how you feel to it, the more power you give a fucking word.
yeah, it's not like it's not like you're calling a woman like a streetwalker or something. You're literally like, okay, yeah, it's a prostitute. It's the term, right?
It's kind of like the word bitch. We've taken bitch back. It's not just when you call someone a bitch like they're being like a cunt bag. There's so many different ways that you can use it now. Like me and Penn call each other bitch way too much, but we mean it in like a fun, endearing way. Like, kind of gotta do the same thing with some of these words out there.
Well, some of y'all men is bitches too. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, we're not.
And before we get too far off topic, Republicans, look at the fucking left when they sometimes legitimately fuck up and do something that they should apologize for. Do they? Fuck no. Look at the fucking cunt that fucking...
Not since Al Franken, right? He got roasted for apologizing.
Yeah, look at the jackass that fucking pulled the goddamn fire alarm. Number one, didn't get fucking punished really, didn't fucking apologize. And if a goddamn Republican did that, you'd be sucking the Democrats' fucking cock.
I mean, at least like there's some justice that he lost his election after that. But he'll be back. He'll be back. He's got his fans.
Cori Bush lost her primary, thank God.
Yeah. Joe Biden allegedly showered with his granddaughter.
No.
And daughter.
And daughter.
At least he's keeping it in the family.
And he sniffs lots of kids' hair.
Dude.
Allegedly.
I've seen so many videos on TikTok of people like faking commentary over him. And just like seeing him, like the way he walks over to a little girl or to like a young woman and he's like shaking and they talk over.
It's like a horror movie, man.
It's
like watching a lion about to pounce on a gazelle.
And then he sniffs the girl and they're always so uncomfortable.
Well, hold on.
Like...
Do I have to say allegedly to the hair sniffing? Because
no, it's on fucking recording.
It's on recording, but like you could still have it be allegedly. Like, has he ever said he's not sniffing them?
No.
He's never denied sniffing these kids' hair, not once.
No, he hasn't.
Okay, then Joe Biden is a pedophilic-ish child hair sniffer.
He went
not allegedly.
All right.
Also, fuck Joe Biden. We're taking America back, bitch.
And Max, two of the three of us have said the dreaded C word. I think it's your turn.
What? Huh?
The dreaded C word that Maxine normally punishes you for.
I get punished for lots of things. You didn't have to be more specific.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, cunt!
Yeah, I
Yes,
just
3
said
for
it
3.
like twice. Is that like a bingo?
Yes.
It's more like when you get
Because
the
first
slot
I
machine
said it,
lines
then you
up
said
and
it,
it's like
Maxine,
cunt,
I
cunt,
had to
cunt,
get
cunt.
Max to say it.
Oh,
Cunt's actually one of my favorite words to use.
what else is going on out there in the world today? Where's Apex at? I see him in chat.
I was just gonna ask you that.
He usually
Yeah.
joins late.
I'm saving my. I'm gonna end it with a fucking like a high energy Hulk Hogan rant.
Oh, I have some good news I can share.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Tuesday I got the pick line taken out. So
That's cool.
fucking happy for that. Oh, that
Those things are a
bitch.
fucking bitch.
They are. I'm like allergic to the adhesive. I'm not usually allergic to any of the tape that they do, but for some reason that shit, my entire like upper arm just broke out from it, and it was
That tells me it's
pinching my
latex in some
skin.
way.
Say that again?
That tells me it's latex in some way. Only reason why I'm saying that is
Oh.
because the nature of my medical issues. I'm in a high
Mhm.
risk for latex exposure, and that's usually what it is in the medical field.
Same, bro.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you didn't have to help me with that part.
But
He
but
was
to be fair, she doesn't have the latex tag, so
no.
it's never come up before. And they sent her home with like latex gloves, and I was like,
Mhm.
bro,
Okay.
I can't touch them.
Yeah, I was like, don't touch any of them. I just need you to do these things for me.
I
He was
I
great
saw
helping
powdered
me out.
latex gloves, and I had like a mini panic attack. Like, oh no.
Yeah, shit. Back in I think the mid to late '90s, my docs were fucking telling me back then again because high risk medical issues. Don't fuck with anything latex. So you've never been tested for the actual allergy, but because I'm in such a high risk group for it, they told me just to fucking avoid that shit.
Mm.
Yeah, I have had exposure problems. I mean, so they know. They know for me.
Yeah.
They tag me the fuck out with latex like
Mhm.
crazy if I go to the hospital.
Yeah, they do.
Everybody knows pretty quick. Latex and any kind of psyllin, not just some people it's just amoxicillin and they can do penicillin or vice versa. For me, it's both. I'm allergic to fungus.
Hope you don't do shrooms.
No, see, yeah, mushrooms too. Mushrooms, like I'm allergic to like most
Yeah.
basic fungus.
That sucks.
Yeah. We just made sure he didn't use them when he was helping me because he was good. He helped me with the flushes and actually hooking up the antibiotics. But yeah, I got it out Tuesday. So happy. And then today I went to the podiatrist again and I got all the stitches taken out. And I'm very excited about that. I still have to wear the stupid boot for another 2 weeks, and I can't put full pressure on my foot yet. But I don't have to use a stupid walker when I'm at home anymore. So I'm very
Congrats.
excited about that. Thank you. And I'm sure Max is happy about that
Which
too.
means
because
I don't have to walk up and down the stairs every time she needs to, which is good.
Yeah. I appreciate you doing it for me though.
That's
But
what
yeah,
you gotta do.
I'm very, very happy that the stitches are out. Everything looks like it's going well. And hopefully it's just 2 more weeks of basically, I feel like I'm under house arrest. I still can't go out and do anything, but hopefully 2 weeks I'll be back in sneakers and maybe start going out on walks again.
Mm-hmm.
Starting out with small ones, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we were up to like she was doing 5 miles, no problem. We're gonna have to start again. But that's, it won't take as long this time at least. You've only been really in it's more about learning to walk now, a little different. But you'll get used to it.
Yeah, they got weird ass things that you can get that you can put in your shoes or like on your toes if they're amputated to a certain point to like help with balance and stuff. I don't think I'm really gonna fuck with that shit 'cause
Nubs.
it's
Yeah,
weird.
I was joking about
Yeah.
nubs with the nurse and your mom.
I know.
We could go on Etsy and get some fancy toe nubs.
fuck's sake, no.
And then, but then I pointed out to you that you never wear open-toe shoes anyway, so it's probably not
Yeah,
that big a deal.
I don't wear flip-flops anymore. I used to wear them all the time, but then I started having like the issues with my feet, so then it was like sneakers all the time. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have anything to worry about. I don't
Speaking
think I'm
of
gonna have to worry about anyone
speaking of
seeing me.
footwear, gentlemen, it's been about a year
If
since.
it makes you feel better there, Maxine, I literally haven't worn a pair of fucking shorts in probably a good 20 years.
Mm.
This is what walking a few hundred miles in a 2-week period will do for your shoes. You see that hole?
Oh God.
That goes all the way through to my foot.
Yeah, I felt so
And
bad
this
when you
one,
showed me.
this one's pretty close to the same. I got new ones coming tomorrow. Hopefully they're the right size because the last ones they sent me a 10.5. I said I ordered a 14. The difference between they gave me the most common men's size when I asked for the rarest one. Motherfuckers. I swear to you, 10.5 men can kiss my ass.
The disappointment on his face.
I ordered
The
14.
anger
My
at his-
size is 15. These ones are supposed to be 15, though.
Fingers crossed.
It's just hard to find 15. It's hard to find
Yeah.
14.
My cousin we were talking about earlier is going through the same shit with you that
Oh,
you just
man.
seen.
I didn't even realize. Look at all these rocks are stuck up in there.
Oh, jeez.
This is the hundreds and hundreds of just pounding the fucking pavement, man.
Babe, I feel so much worse now.
Fucking wore them bitches out. That's not the first pair of shoes I've shown how worn out they are on this show.
Mm.
Sure
I think
won't
it's
be
the
last
third.
either.
They are the shortest lived, though. But to be fair, I really liked these shoes. They were like light. My son picked them out. They're kind of nice. He thinks they're cool. He always stops to tell me I have cool shoes.
So they were the waterproof shoes.
But yeah, they're lightweight, and I kind of like it. I kind of dig the lightweight feel of them. So I did get more lightweight ones. They're not quite the same. But I guess lightweight then equals, big old fucking. I've stepped on so many rocks right on it. Right at the ball of my foot. Like, fuck you, nature. I hate you.
Oh my God.
Damn rocks and sticks. Being outside. What the fuck?
Wow, nature out in nature. Who would have thought?
Maybe nature from the inside.
I just need to walk barefoot until I develop calluses.
Oh no, because then our kid's gonna be all the time. What's wrong with your feet? What the fuck did you just do?
Max Growl.
Oh my
Just
God.
thinking about walking barefoot over. Just the thought of walking all over those, and then I kind of pictured it being Legos, and it was just like,
Oh my God, I stepped on one of those little tiny, like single fucking square ones the other day with my good foot while I was using the walker, trying not to put pressure. Oh my, I thought I had stepped on something so fucking horrific, and then I picked my foot up and pull it off, and I'm like, a fucking Lego? The
Legos are fucking
smallest
ego,
one
man.
they have?
that is the most horrific thing you can step on.
It is, yes, it is. I was thinking like glass. It's like, no, it's worse. It's a fucking Lego.
Yeah, I mean, glass will cause more damage. Don't get me wrong, but a Lego will hurt
The Lego
more.
hurt. Yes, way worse.
And at least
And the
glass
smallest
fucking breaks.
That's true. I've had a piece of glass get embedded in my foot. That was fun. It took forever to squeeze it out like a pimple.
Oh.
I've gotten glass in my hand because I fucking rolled over some glass a couple of years ago, and it fucking stuck to my goddamn wheel, and then stuck me.
Nice.
Jesus. Nice.
Yeah, because he's here.
I don't have a glass story, but when I was in high school, think it's my senior year.
I have
when
too
was in,
many
like,
glass stories. Jeez.
This one time at band camp.
I was in the jewelry class and I was going to cut up a piece of metal to like solder a ring together. And I actually still have the scar. I can see it right now. I took a chunk out of my hand right in between where my index and my thumb are on my left hand. I got a nice little scar there from just taking a chunk of skin out with the scissors.
Yummy.
Yeah.
That does like hell.
One time in art class, you remember them things you'd have that they would be like the it's like a big paper chopper.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I put a kid in there and I killed him.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
And then he hid the body.
Yeah, I hid the body, and the teachers never asked a question. I'm sorry, James.
Where did the little Billy go?
Oy vey.
I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations is up.
I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations for murder doesn't end.
Damn, foiled again.
I'm just sitting here going like,
And that's why I'm a good guest for Saturday.
I already know exactly what I'm talking about. I just
That's
gotta do a
why.
little bit of
That's
revision.
why I'm a terrible criminal.
You'd be on one of those fucking worst criminal shows.
World's dumbest criminal.
No, because I just tell them like I don't know, like because I if they got you, they fucking got. Like cops are incompetent as fuck a lot of the time for sure. But when they got you in the interrogation room, I just don't even see a point. If you're actually a kid, you might as well be like, look, that bitch drove me crazy, okay? I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm
They
just
might-
thinking like, if you had to listen to her talk about those fucking squishmallows one more time. There's like so many chicks are fucking obsessed with those goddamn pillows.
Or you know,
I think Squishmallows are worse than
what's that
fucking
guy?
Beanie Babies.
Oh god, don't even get me started on Beanie Babies.
Is it Malden or Maudslin? Me and her were watching the thing on the guy the other day. So he's like a gay prostitute, okay? A sex worker. Sorry. And this dude picks him up, right? And the dude's like having a hard time, getting it up. And dude, the sex worker guy is just like, okay, this is weird. And dude's like, oh, don't worry, I got a way to fix this. He pulls out a book. The book is all full of fucking pictures. He calls them his boys. The dude looks at the pictures. It's little boys, and they're naked and in awful positions and such.
That's
and
disgusting.
so he just, while the guy's still holding the book of pictures, beat the guy to death and then went to the kitchen and grabbed a knife and stabbed him in the head. Then, with the knife still in his hand and blood all over him and no shirt on, he walked a couple blocks to the police station, put the knife down, and said, I just killed a pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
If I ever kill somebody, I would like it to be a story like that. Because, yeah, that's cold-blooded fucking murder, don't get me wrong. But at least there's something there that you could be like, you know what?
But people are gonna have your back for that.
And when the cops got there, they found the guy with all the pictures all over him. Right? And they knew that this was obvious, like he wasn't lying, he just killed the pedophile. And then in jail he killed a bunch more pedophiles too. He kept telling them he would. And then they'd put him in
doing God's work.
Yeah. Well, no, he just hated them. Like he was just a regular serial killer in every other way. It's just that his targets were just pedophiles, which is like makes it feel better, but he was still a bad dude.
Yeah.
He tortured them awfully. And could happen to nicer people, don't get me wrong, but
Here's my small violin.
yeah. Keep him locked up though. That's all.
Absolutely.
And maybe keep him away from those people if you don't want it to keep happening. He kept telling you.
Yeah.
They did though.
Yeah,
They built a cage in the basement out of like plexiglass, and that's what they based Hannibal Lecter's cell in the movie on.
I was just gonna say, just like Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because he kept killing pedophiles, or child murderers, I guess. Because there was some arguments over whether 2 of them were pedophiles or not, but they definitely killed children.
Mm.
Yeah. He said, if you keep housing me around them, eventually I'm going to start killing them. And then one night he just killed 2 of them. and then they brought him back to General, and then he killed another one. Yeah. I guess if you get, but every time he'd go to the guards and be like, yo, I just killed a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, all right, well.
And this fellow inmate probably fucking cheered his ass.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? And then they obviously, the other inmates know he's not a pedophile, so they probably don't fuck with him because he's a crazy killer who kills pedophiles. I mean, it'd probably be fine for him in jail if he wouldn't kill them. That's the problem, is he can't stop killing. Everybody else was cool with him in jail, except the pedophiles. I would imagine that they were shitting their pants every moment he was in general population at some point. Maybe that's the solution. Just keep one of him in every prison.
I'd be fine with that.
Does seem to solve the problem for you a little bit.
And then move him from block to block to block to block.
I'm not saying it's ethical or moral, but
Yeah, Dip said in chat, he's right. It's still a serial killer, right? He's still a psycho.
Yeah,
He's still not a good dude.
State sanctioned murder to move block to block.
It's just
to block.
sometimes bad people kill bad people.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the worst people? Actually, I think the pedophiles are the worst people. I think he's fine.
Bad people. Hunger Games.
Maybe even let him out. Maybe even let him just, maybe even give him some money and a house and a job killing pedophiles.
Give him a bounty for each one.
That might be fun. But, okay. So the economy sucks. Kamala's campaign sucks.
She literally has no policies on her fucking website.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Kamala.com. What are we going to do? Well, we're a brat. She's brat. Is that a campaign? I don't know. Who's going to vote for her?
When is a brat a fucking good thing?
Yeah, I thought brats were like little bitches that you didn't want anywhere around.
It's the fucking bullshit where they're fucking trying to redefine fucking words again.
That's right. They want to redefine it and be like, it's good to be a brat. No, it's not. I'm a dad. See, the last thing a dad wants around is a brat. Fuck brats. If your kid's a brat, fuck you. If you're a goddamn grown woman and you're running for president and you say you're a brat, extra fuck you.
Yeah.
The only time a brat is a good thing is in a BDSM context.
I said the only time you want to be a brat is in the bedroom.
Did that come through?
Yep.
Okay. Because I don't want to repeat that.
Again, what I just said, brat in BDSM context.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did we want a BDSM wine aunt cat lady president?
No.
Fuck no.
Okay. Good. Because I was about to say I don't want to live in this world anymore. Oh. No. It'll all get paid. She'll just fix all the problems that she caused. Especially the border.
Cap.
Never in charge of that, remember?
Yeah, well, she's never been in charge of anything.
Come on, all the
sucking
borders
dick.
are.
She was in charge of Willie Mack's fucking cock.
That's about it. And Montel Williams.
Probably in charge of fucking Joe Biden's Depends.
No, that's Joe Biden.
Nah. Nah.
They got someone for that.
Kamala is definitely the help to Jill Biden, bro. Think about that for 1 second. That's why they hired that bitch. She is the help.
Hashtag DEI hire.
Yeah. Which is what the modern way of saying the help. She the help because she colored, right? So she's probably changing the diapers. Because that's how them old Democrats look at people, right? And they see it as like, oh yeah, we let this colored skinned person be our housekeeper. Aren't we so very diverse? They pay them in dog shit.
We let the illegals in so they can fucking pick the fucking fields.
They pay them dog shit. They yell at them while they're doing the fucking job, you know. They're the worst bosses to have. And usually they make fucking racist jokes behind their back too. At least a lot of them tell me that. And that's your upper class white Democrat from the Northeast right there in a nutshell. They're like all secretly racist, which is the funniest kind of racist.
Yeah.
Because they tell everybody else they're racist, and they would never let a black person in their home. Never. If you suggested that, they would freak out. And they wouldn't know what to do because they wouldn't want to say no because that would be racist, but they don't want a black person in their house. You know how I know? Because I've done that experiment. They freak the fuck out. They have no idea how to handle it. Because it's like, do I allow the black person in my house that I clearly don't want because I think they're going to steal shit? But that makes me racist, so I shouldn't fucking do that.
We actually have a neighbor like that.
We actually have a neighbor like that, for real. Actually, I think there's two. I was talking about before. There's, you know, the one with the I call it the pedo pride flag.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, there's the one with the Trump sign.
Yep.
And the QAnon stuff. In between them is where the house got renovated, right?
Yeah.
And the new people moved in, and I thought that was an interesting situation because they have a far left on the left and a far right on the right. And I was like, what? Will I ever figure out how they feel about that? And it didn't take long because on the back of their car now is a bumper sticker that says 45 and 47.
That's hilarious.
Huh.
So I'm like, oh, looks like pedo flag people are just shit out of luck, bro, because they're outnumbered by Trump support. And this is liberal Massachusetts. How about you, Maura? How's New York? You been out at all? You seen any Trump signs? Kamala signs?
I just had a family lunch shot this past Monday, a couple days ago.
Nice.
And upstate New York is very, very much Trump country.
I believe that.
And I think I've said this on the show before, but if it wasn't for fucking goddamn New York City, New York would fucking go red.
Yeah, but would you say that traditionally upstate New York isn't, because upstate New York, I would say, is more center left than.
No.
They've gone right wing. I'm just judging by previous elections, right?
No, if there's center at all, it's more center right than anything. I mean, it's the smallest.
I say center left because they went upstate New York went for Obama as well, went for Bill Clinton, but also went for Reagan and Bush.
Right.
It's kind of a hard, like it's like here, like
I honestly think Obama was a goddamn anomaly.
Yeah, there's a bunch of factors for that, but I would say a lot of like upstate Northeast now, these places that. People would be traditionally center. We can argue about center left or center right, but they're traditionally center, right? And maybe even flip flop from one to the other between elections. And since Trump, it's not been like that.
Yeah, no, we're full on dark red, except for again New York City, maybe Albany goes back and forth, but Buffalo. And I think Rochester.
Have you seen any, and I'll count Biden, right? Have you seen any Democrat signs, Biden or Harris, at all?
In my immediate area, I think I've seen one Biden
Let's
sign.
say the last 6 months. Yeah.
One Biden sign.
One Biden sign. I think I've seen one Harris sign. And I'm pretty sure that was put up just a virtue signal because it's only been a couple weeks, right?
That's
Where did they
hilarious.
even get a Harris sign from?
So apparently, they are starting a "Let's Go Brenda" thing with Kamala, because on my Maxine TikTok, I've been posting videos, and I've had this one specific person who keeps posting "Let's Go Brenda." So I guess it's a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the best thing with Kamala would be clips of her laughing at horrific things. I honestly think that's the best attack you can make on her, is just take a video, put some dramatic music on it, and it just be clips of like when they mention dead babies or drone strikes or terrorist attacks, or like, because she cackles at all that shit. And if you just mixed it all together, her laughing at tragedy, and then it was like at the end of it would be like paid for by Donald Trump for president.
I'm so
Or the goddamn equity bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you got to target your ad. So just one of her cackling at tragedy, I think, would really hit home with normies.
I'm seriously tempted to do that.
Because she's laughed at some really foul shit people have said.
Yeah.
And they say that that's her nervous reaction when she's like uncomfortable. And I might even be able to get that. But bro, some of the shit she's laughing at ain't funny.
She had a different explanation for that. She said that the reason why she laughs like that is because she was raised around strong women that had strong laughs, and it was always hearty laughs. And I'm like, if that's what the women in your family did, holy fucking shit, you have the scariest family. Because if I could imagine like 5 people laughing like her, Jesus Christ, horror movie.
Kids are dead. Ha, 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 ha. She's a witch, bro.
She's from Hanson.
She's literally the Wicked Witch of the West, man. It's like, why do people think they want to elect the Wicked Witch of the West as president? Whose idea was this? Oh, right. They tried this already. Hold on. We already tried this with the Wicked Witch of the East. Quite literally, right? Because Hillary was a New York senator.
Yep.
Never mind. And she's California. Anyway. We gotta drop a house on her, guys.
Or water.
Oh, yeah. No water. Oh, my God. The Secret Service would freak out if you tried to throw water at her. You get arrested. You get beat up for that. You might get shot.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but if a house does fall on her coincidentally, then you know.
Would we bring that person on the show?
If her name's Dorothy, we're doing it. And I will definitely try and find her a way home.
Oh my God.
So anyway, now that we've dropped houses on Kamala, I just can't get over, like, she is the spitting image of a wicked witch.
Yeah,
She don't have any kids?
I don't think so.
No, not to my knowledge. Stepkids, I think, but that's it.
That don't count. No offense to any stepkid. I'm a stepkid.
Same.
I'm adopted. Fuck, that's even worse.
The only thing
That's why I say it doesn't count.
The only thing that I know about her and like with Gen Z is it's coming back to haunt her. Is that all the speeches and stuff she made, joking and making fun of them. Like, we put them in dormitories with advisors to watch them because they don't know what they're doing. And it's all coming back. And Gen Z is like, what the fuck did you say about us? And it's like, bitch, she's been saying this for years.
She 100% said that Gen Z is stupid.
Literal years.
That's a quote too.
Yep.
So any Gen Zers out there,
She thinks you're dumb.
she thinks
Yeah,
you're
I think I
stupid.
posted that video on my timeline at some point.
To be fair, Gen Z, I think you're stupid too. But I think you're stupid for the same reason I was stupid. Because you're young.
Difference is you're not running for fucking president.
That's true. And also, I don't need your vote. Like, comment, and subscribe. No. No, like, yeah, like when you're a kid, you're stupid. Maybe that's what she was trying to get at. But she literally called one of them what she would basically consider her biggest demographic to win over in this election, stupid.
Yeah.
What if she? I hope she doesn't think boomers are stupid too, because then she's in trouble. Because if millennials won't care.
No.
Left-wing ones are going to vote left-wing because they hate Trump, and right-wing ones are going to vote Trump, and centrists, I think, are going to vote Trump. We'll see. Elections in what, like 90-something days? As long as no more crazy shit happens, knock on fucking wood, because it's gonna crazy shit. It's gonna happen. We haven't even gotten to the October surprise yet. We've had assassination attempts and candidate switches.
Oh,
Jesus fuck! This is the most chaos. That's why the inmates are running the asylum. It wasn't just about this show, ladies and gentlemen. It was about your fucking government. Who's in charge? Is it Joe shitting his pants? Is it Kamala on the campaign trail? Oh, wait, where is Kamala? It's been 17 days. Where's Kamala? I don't know. Well, she's hiding because they figured that worked last time. Because if people don't know about Kamala or this Tim Walz guy, they won't know about them. And if they knew about them, they might not like them.
Well, yeah, but it's like you said, too. When they did it with Biden, we had the pandemic. So when he was hiding, it made sense. But with her, there's no real reason why she would be hiding. So people are being like, where the hell is she? Like, the bird flu? Are we going to use that?
She's hiding because she sucks as a candidate.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality of it. And they've known that. James Carville said that she's going to get demolished. And he is, look, I get it. He's a Dem strategist. He's helped elect presidents on their side. So a lot of Republicans consider him the enemy. But if you're a boxer, you don't necessarily consider the other boxer's coach your enemy. He said she's going to get creamed. He's rightly predicted a lot in politics, particularly from a kind of center-left. And one of the things he said is we need to get away from the woke stuff. You got to stop yelling at people for enjoying a fucking football game and a beer. And then Kamala comes out and says, well, we need to be more woke. Well, okay, so the strategy is more woke. The strategy is more finger wagging in your face. If that's what you want to vote for, then by all means, you vote for Kamala Harris to wag her finger in your face and tell you that you're a shitty person. And if you aren't a shitty person yet, you'll get there. They're coming eventually for you to be a shitty person, just like all the rest of us. And it started with just me. You know, I'm a straight white guy. I was the first fucking target. Then it's women. Now women are getting fucking punched in the face by men at the Olympics.
Oh my God.
I'm a white cripple. I get it.
Yeah, he's cripple doesn't count anymore. Sam and I have been talking about that for months, right? And you too. Crippled. What does cripple matter? You're not crippled and black, right?
I'm a cripple, Uncle Tom.
Even if you're crippled and black, if you're also straight and male, right? Who cares? And like, I know gay guys they who have straight up told me the left doesn't give a fuck about them because all they are is a gay guy. It's not cross intersectional enough for them, right?
The approach, because
otherwise you're gay, but you're otherwise a straight white male minus the straight. You're just a gay white male. There's a billion of you. Fuck you. You're an oppressor. Everybody's an oppressor. Everybody's an oppressor unless you have all the right traits, and you can't control those because they're all traits you're basically born with. And let's put everybody in a category. If you want more of that, that's what you're going to get from Kamala. They've been doing it under Biden this whole fucking time. They want to put your kids into segregated classes. Teach the white kids about how guilty they should feel. Teach the black kids about how oppressed they are. I don't necessarily think that's an appropriate way to deal with it. I think, putting the kids together and teaching them the same shit seems to work just fine. But whatever.
It's really fucking funny that Democrats want fucking segregation.
I was just gonna say that I've been watching a lot of Charlie Kirk videos, or Kirk, right? And the students that he talks to are actually talking about Black-only dormitories and Black-only centers. And I'm like, you guys are literally calling for segregation. Are you fucking stupid? The thing, you praise Martin Luther King Jr. This is exactly what he fought for, to be able to be together. And you're literally asking them to undo everything the man died for.
Because this is the natural progression of progressivism. That's why.
It's the circle.
They have to continue to push their whole existence. And a lot of times their funding is premised on these eternal fights, the eternal fight for civil rights, the eternal fight for gay rights. Now it's the eternal fight for trans rights. And if they get enough to where people don't buy into the struggle anymore, they have to create a new struggle. Yeah. Because that's all they are. It's a machine. It feeds off donations because everybody thinks that they're helping some fucking case. But really, you look at what happened with Black Lives Matter is these women bought themselves mansions, and now everybody knows that.
Speaking of the trans thing, I recently found out from Max telling me, but I also saw a part of the interview where Elon Musk, because he is talking about pulling Twitter or X out of California and moving it to Texas. And I just found out the main reason they did this shit to his son, who's now a fucking girl, and seeing him on that podcast or whatever saying, my son is dead. My son's gone. He's not there anymore. He's been replaced by her. It broke my heart seeing him talk about that.
People got mad at him for saying that in particular phrase, that my son is dead, but that's literally what his son wants him to say. And he was he was explaining why they call it dead
for a reason.
That's the thing. You get mad that he said that, but you guys literally call it a dead name. So therefore, that person is dead. He's right when he said that. He lost his son. I can feel for that. If anyone does that to my son, you better fucking run.
To be fair, I don't think it would work.
No.
I don't think it would work at all. But so what else do we got? We've covered a lot. It's been almost 2. We got some promo to do. For sandwich makers, you guys, and Bits and Bones as well. So Bits and Bones this week, what are you guys rolling with? After the fucking bomb I laid on the last show.
Well, it seems like Bungie's in a heap of shit, so we'll definitely cover that.
Oh, Bungie, yeah, they're always doing something. See, I've not
but it's extra Bungie bullshit now.
Oh. Extra bullshit.
Because Microsoft isn't fucking happy with them. To the point where Microsoft is literally replacing Bungie top executives with Microsoft execs.
There you go. Well, I mean, you spin the wheel, you play the game, right? That's corpo shit. We'll find out more about that, I guess.
It's all about the game and how you play it.
Yeah, I'm excited for the true crime podcast stuff this week on the Sandwich Makers because, hey, who figured women are into true crime? I mean, a lot of, most grown folks are at least interested. Sometimes it's just the mystery. That's kind of my take on it. I like the mystery. I generally find stuff with graphic depictions absolutely disgusting. I'm not big on the gore part of true crime, but I like when cops catch bad guys. That's probably why I like fiction. Like I was telling Andrew Nelson, I like his stories because like most of the time the good guy gets the bad guy at the end, and I like that. But like I said, that's not real life. 50%, right? Homicides are unsolved. There's a lot of cases, which means there's a lot of cases that are solved, and there are a lot of cases that aren't every single year. And so I'm sure you guys will have some interesting stuff to talk about without being censored because we're on Rumble and you can say murder.
Yeah, I am really excited for that. I guess I don't mind giving a little bit of a spoiler is I already know exactly what I'm talking about, and I chose the West Memphis 3. So,
All right, on my boy Damien. Shout
yeah.
out.
So that's what I'm doing. And also, yeah, we were hoping that Mort is gonna bring something of his own when he comes on the show so that we can each have a true crime that we can talk about. I think that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I'm still game. We'll connect on Gilded and hash out
Definitely.
what you ladies want me to bring.
I'll find something and it'll be horrific.
Yeah, you definitely gotta pick a good thing for a video for us to react to, since we didn't do one last week. Because if you didn't catch last week, we did the Disney Wheel of Princesses, and it was actually pretty fun.
You guys crushed the whole wheel.
Yes, we did.
So,
and I didn't get fucking Aurora. I didn't have to use my pass, so I'm so fucking happy about that.
Okay, well, how about we play the opposite here for a second? I wanted to ask you guys, and since the other two aren't here, if they're in chat, they could shout it out. But either way, I wanted to ask all of you, but we really didn't have time. You guys gone on so long, you're all tired and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just you.
Yeah.
Best Disney princess, worst Disney princess. There are no ties. One is the best and one is the worst.
Oh, you bastard.
Morpheus, you can answer if you want to.
I don't know enough about Disney.
So no pressure.
Sorry, Maxine.
That's all right. Damn.
So I say for best, it's Fiona. Because she has like a lot of positive traits and very few negative ones.
It's true.
And she's an overall positive influence on everybody around her. And she very, very rarely gets herself into a predicament that she needs to be rescued from. And even if she does get herself in a predicament, she often rescues herself. Though she starts as a damsel in distress, she's far from it. She's kind. She cares about her family, her children. She values things more than like fame or money. And so for me, that's like she's clearly the best. And also, it's never about looks with her. Her and Shrek just share a love like that transcends all that, which is very nice. Worst, what's the Frozen one?
Elsa or Anna?
The bad one.
The one with the powers?
Yeah, the one with the powers. She's the worst one.
That's Elsa. Wow, you think Elsa's the worst Disney princess?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of her powers and because she is like a Mary Sue feminist. I'm just magical, but nobody understands me archetype, and it's poorly written.
Yay, Mary Sue.
Okay.
Yay, Mary Sue.
Okay.
She's a pair of pants for a rebellious young girl to feel like that they can express their femininity. And I'm a grown man, so she's the
okay. That's fair. That is fair.
So I gave you a moment. Have you considered?
Yeah. Shit. My gut instinct is to say that Aurora is the worst Disney princess.
You've been bitching about that. So that's Sleeping Beauty, right? I didn't even know.
Yes, that is Sleeping Beauty.
I didn't even ask.
I feel
you guys just started yelling at each other about it after a while.
Yeah. I'm biased on that though, and it's just because I don't like the movie, and that's to me. It's just
you
like
mentioned the consent thing. You mentioned the consent thing, but isn't the consent thing the Snow White thing too?
Yes. So all right. So part of the rules was we couldn't really talk about the origin story. And for me, I have a book of like the old Grimm story. So like I've read the original for Sleeping Beauty, I've read the original for Snow White, and yeah, they're way more fucked up. In the original Sleeping Beauty, when the king, it's not a prince, it's actually a king, finds her, and mind you, she's still a 16-year-old girl asleep in the bed. He actually sleeps with her and gets her pregnant. She's still zonked out. She has twins. I believe it's a boy and a girl. And like he takes them off and raises them. Like it's this whole messed up story. And I think for me, the reason why I don't like the cartoon is because it made it so like la la la, happy fairy, lovely tale, true love with her. And it's like the real story is so much more darker, and you could have thrown that in there.
I mean,
You
Snow
threw
White
it in
is
there
dark.
with-
They made the fucking queen wear hot iron shoes and dance to
Yes.
death. So
Until she
like
died,
they're
yes.
all very dark stories. I feel like you're kind of picking on it more than it
Yes.
deserves.
And that's why I say, like, I don't think it's fair for me to say she's the worst Disney princess. I'm biased because of the movie itself.
Okay, then what is?
So I think for me, the best Disney princess.
I'm starting to regret asking. Jeez. Is it that hard?
I think it might be Cinderella.
Really?
I think so. Because
I thought I had you pegged as Ariel since you have all the Ariel shit. But go ahead. Tell me why Cinderella.
Again, biased because Ariel's just my favorite because of sentimental values and stuff like that. Cinderella, it's because throughout her entire story, even when her stepmother allows her stepsisters to destroy her dress, even though they treat her like shit, they treat her lower than a person. She's a slave. She doesn't matter. She's a servant. Like they treat her horribly. She still always has like goodness and love in her heart towards them, towards everybody. Her only thing is like, I just want to go to the ball and feel like everyone else. That's all I want. One thing, and then it's back to being Cinderella, and I'm perfectly fine. She would have been fine with that. If she never got with the prince, she would have been fine as long as she had that one night out feeling like a normal girl and not just the servant that her family treats like crap. And I think that's why she gets the prince in the end of it all, is because of that. Because even through that, her faith never wavers. Like, he's gonna find me. It's gonna happen. Like, he's coming house to house. And even when she gets locked in, like, I don't know. I think she's the best just because she has like the best story. Everything's about family, and she wouldn't care if she met the prince, but like they didn't even know she didn't know he was the prince. They really did fall in love, and it took days for him to actually find her. So yeah, I basically, just because of how pure and good she is throughout her entire story, even though she gets treated horribly, I think that's why she's a good Disney princess. And like kind of a good role model in that way, to like try and teach you to not always think the world's going to be shit. Try to stay a little positive and be nice to people, and eventually things will get better. Hopefully, I'm still waiting, but I think it's a good lesson.
And then Prince, we just agree, goes to Gaston.
Prince Eric.
Oh, I don't know. I think Gaston could kick his ass.
He's not even a prince.
How is he not?
Because Gaston is literally not a prince. He was
okay, but not all of
the
Disney princesses. Not all the Disney princesses are literally princesses, but
they marry into it. He doesn't marry into anybody. He's just a soldier that returns home and is a cocky fucker.
And he's the leader of the town. They all listen to him. He's basically in charge. He might as well be the king or the prince. And that would be enough to justify it if it was a Disney princess. Yes, every bit Gaston is a prince. No. You might not like him. He might be an evil prince by your standards. But look, all I'm saying, and I was trying to get this out of the show, is that he was right that if she was gonna read, it was gonna get her into
Oh my
trouble.
God, would you shut up?
And all the reading did is get her into trouble. Now there's this furry around kidnapping people. Lord knows what he's up to being a furry. And Gaston's just like,
Them furries are dangerous.
yeah, you got to beat the shit out of furries. Like, that's rule number 3, right? And rule number 2 is you got to eat lots of eggs. And rule number 1, and the most important one, is don't let women read because that gets to trouble. And she broke the fucking rule number 1.
Can you feel that? Can you feel it, Max? I'm smacking you. From a distance, I am smacking you.
Look, all I'm saying is my son really enjoys eggs. So he's on the right track.
He just likes all the bad guys. He thinks the Demogorgon is the best thing in Stranger Things.
Well, isn't it?
He's a D&D
No.
weirdo.
Yeah.
He likes the Hulk.
Mm-hmm. This is what I deal with on a daily basis.
Look. Did Belle wanting to read and explore get her into all of that trouble or not?
No. It
No,
was the
what
love
did
for her
then?
father. The love for her father.
The love for her father.
Yes, because...
So they didn't have this whole opening fucking monologue about how she always got her nose in a book.
Yeah,
Oh,
because they thought it
Belle's
was
just
cute
always
because-
keeps reading a book. She ain't paying attention to life. Yeah, and Gaston's like, Belle, you should pay attention to life. And she's like, no, Gaston, I'm too busy with these books. Man, I wish I could find a furry. And then she found a furry.
He's not a furry, for God's sake.
How is he not a furry?
Oh
He's
my
half
God.
animal and he's got fur.
He's a beast. He's a little creature.
Yeah.
It's a fucking story. It is
No,
a
I'm a
fairy
beast.
tale.
He's a furry.
Oh my God. This is my life. He will literally
Hey,
do
Maxine.
this to me randomly any day. Yes?
I'm pretty sure you could find a beast at a furry convention.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
They probably love Beast.
Aren't I supposed to be saying which is the worst Disney princess?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
you skipped out on it. See, chat says the
Because
Beast
you
is a furry.
started talking about... Oh my... Of course they are.
Eat more eggs, chat.
Chibi also says you're dumb.
She did. Chibi did say I am dumb.
I agree with her. Girl, yes.
Sorry, most of us guys are dumb.
Look, you know what that means? That means I need more eggs. It's how you get smart.
This is my life every day. The amount of times that he has had this discussion about Gaston is astonishing.
It's important.
You do it to drive me crazy. That is the only reason.
No, I do
you
it because Gaston is a role model for young men everywhere.
He got himself killed.
No, Belle reading got him killed. She broke rule number 1.
Well, then you're really in deep shit because I read and I read a lot.
I know. I'm always cleaning up after your messes because of it.
Oh, fuck you.
That's why I gotta eat
Round
so
one,
many eggs.
fight.
Oh my God.
And I'm just waiting for a furry to
Okay,
show
fine.
up.
More correctly, round 1,000. Fight.
Furry shows up. He's getting it right between the fucking eyes. I
Chibi!
swear to God, man.
Chibi, how you are turning on us. She wants,
adventure in the great wide
wide
somewhere.
Technically,
if she hadn't read the book,
she wouldn't have the dream. Chibi, why are you on their side? On his side.
You gotta not let women read. Rule number 1.
I am so disappointed in you, Chibi. So disappointed.
But the thing is, like, true esoteric Gastonism, we understand that, like, we can't actually stop women from reading and causing themselves harm, That's why we eat the eggs, so that we can be prepared to protect the women folk. And sometimes, yes, die in the process, like our hero Gaston did.
I was gonna ask a question, but then I thought it would probably be better if I didn't.
No, by all means, go ahead.
Oh no, I would be causing so much trouble for myself. Because my mind went to what trouble have I gotten you into that was like that level of trouble that you would be like Gaston? Like, I haven't done anything that bad.
Oh no?
No.
You read books.
I don't know. I just walked like 200 miles in a week.
Oh, shut up.
That's pretty Gaston-like, if you ask me.
And this is why I said I probably shouldn't have asked it, because I was just walking into trouble.
Max, strong like bull.
That's right. I need more eggs.
Jesus Christ.
And a furry better watch his ass. If any furries out there, I swear to God, right between the fucking eyes, I swear.
And yes, Max, I'm fully aware you're probably going to get revenge on me on Saturday.
Yeah, you better watch your back.
Yeah, you're going into not the lion's den, but the ladies' den. That might be more dangerous. I just get told, shut up, Max, all the time, to the point that we're probably going to have to make t-shirts.
Oh, dip. Base. Chibi can't read this. Oh my God. See, you agree with them and they still turn on you. Penn and I won't turn on you, but no, Saboteur, you chose them.
I don't know about that. You guys all turned on each other real quick when Aurora came up.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was kind of funny. Like, this is nothing against, like, Chibi, this isn't anything against you, sweetie. I just thought it was funny that she had to tap out and Penn had to take over. To me, that was funny because they were both like, no, she's got the great story. And then it was like, but when you actually had to defend her, it's like your brain just went. And so, like, and it's funny because I don't remember if it was Chibi or if it was Penn, but made the comment of like, what she does is like dance and sing in the woods. And I'm like, yeah.
I did actually laugh when she said, and she dances and sings in the woods. I was like, man, Chibi has run dry on this. I know it, and it was great though because she still did it.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying nothing against her. Like, she still did it, and probably did a better job than I would have been able to do because
You are the you didn't want to do that so bad. That's why I suggested you should have passes just so people don't get. But nobody used them.
No. It worked out. It really did.
Well, now you guys go from Disney princesses to murder this week.
Yep.
And
hashtag murder porn.
Hashtag murder porn. And of course, what we got next week for Sam's show, we should be back to the same place and time. This was weird. I apologize. You got a rough start. But let me tell you something, brother. The Hulkamaniacs out there know that they gotta get their ass out and vote. Because let me tell you something, dude. The media, they're full of liars, okay? And they don't care about us real Hulkamaniacs, right? But I'll tell you who does. Donald Trump. So you get out there and you cast your vote for Donald Trump, brother. And let me tell you something. When Trumpomania runs wild, you'll probably have a cheaper grocery bill.
That's true.
So, with that said,
Hey, can I tell a joke?
Sure. Tell a joke.
Okay. Two
Scared.
tampons. Two tampons walk past each other on the street. Which one of them says hi first?
I don't know.
Neither of them. They're both stuck up cunts.
Oh my god. Well, there you go. With
Dirty dad joke.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first time ever my wife on a show with me, and she ends with the dad joke.
Hell yeah.
Clean white horse found the mud.
All right, more bits and bones tomorrow. Yes.
Yep. Bits and bones tomorrow, 9 p.m. EST.
All right, and then you guys will talk true crime Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, we will.
And we'll be back with Sam. Sam will be back. He's gonna come. I did not kidnap him and put him in my basement to write the next novel. I understand that the rumors are running wild that I kidnapped Sam and put him in my basement. I will assure the public that Sam is perfectly safe and unharmed and is totally not in my basement anymore.
Oh, God.
Okay. So he'll be back next week, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe with some news on a new book now that he's out. Anything else? No. Okay. And we are done for the week. Sam, you owe me one.